Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Hence back again today, and in today's video, this is probably going to be the most important video, guys, for you to actually learn how to think for yourself and make coins yourself without somebody like me directly telling you exactly what to do at every step. Before I start this video, is going to be the most important video that I'm going to release in this little mini series on how to make coins. This is the one that's going to teach you how to make coins, the terms of making coins, how to think for yourself, how to understand when the market goes up and down, and specifically what cards go up and down and when. Um, and in general, this is going to be kind of like almost like a mini business class almost. So this stuff that you're learning today could actually apply to like the real market in the real world, not just the NHL market. And that's why it's going to be effective in the NHL market, because it's such an isolated market, so small, that it's going to be super easy for you to manipulate this market because there's not a lot of people on this market, right? So the first thing that I want to start off with is explaining three key concepts that are going to make you millions of coins. All right. So this is going to sound like a high school class almost, but trust me, you're going to want to learn this stuff. You're going to want to sit here and listen to it, because I promise you, it is going to help you more than any other video I could possibly make. All right. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is supply and demand. So supply and demand is an economics term. Basically, what it's saying is that the price of a given anything, product, service, in this case it would be a product, which is a HUT card, is determined by the supply and the demand, right? So let's use Connor McDavid's base card for an example. The supply of Connor McDavid's base card is low because he's very hard to pull. He's a very rare card. However, the demand is very high because he is the best base card in the game, obviously, and everybody wants to use him. So the outcome of that is that his price is going to be high because there's a lot lower supply and a lot higher demand. Okay, so you see McDavid on the market. His price is pretty high because the supply is low and the demand is high. So next we're going to talk about a card that would have the opposite effect. So let's look at like a base silver card, right? Silver cards, these are bad examples because people are overlisting them, but silver cards are going for about 300 coins because there's a lot of supply, 1390 items on the market, and there's not quite a lot of demand, so the price is going to be a lot lower. Right? If silver cards were as hard to pull as McDavid and they were as good as McDavid, then their price would be close to McDavid's, right? So that's supply and demand, all right? And using this supply and demand ideology, we're going to explain how individual cards in the market fluctuate. And fluctuate is the next thing that I'm going to talk about. So fluctuation is simply just the time in which the market goes up and which it goes down. So when the market fluctuates, for example, when supply comes in, back to this supply and demand, supply comes in, supply is when people open packs and get cards, and the supply goes to the market. So when supply comes in, for example, on Wednesdays when Champs rewards come out, because all those rewards are tradable, there's going to be a lot of supply on the market. So the demand will stay consistent, but there will be more supply. All right, and same thing with Rivals rewards. There'll be more supply because people are opening packs, whereas the demand is going to stay pretty constant. All right, so the prices are going to go down temporarily. Now, let's look at Sunday for an example. Sunday is the highest, like the lowest amount of supply, and the demand is relatively similar. So, for example, on Sunday, when you have no supply on the market and the demand is the same, the prices of the cards are going to go higher. So this is what I mean by fluctuate. So on Sundays, the price is going to go up, and then as the week starts, it's going to come down, and then back up again and back down, and it kind of looks like a roller coaster almost. And that leads to my next topic, which is bouncing. Bouncing is when the price of a card, let's look at Connor McDavid again, the price of Connor McDavid is going to go up and down, up and down, up and down. And that's a card that bounces. You want to be trading, like buying and selling cards that bounce a lot, because those are the ones that are going to make you the most coins. So right now, McDavid's price is honestly a little bit down on the week. And that's just because there's some panic. Like, people are panicking, saying, "Oh, there's gonna be champs rewards and rivals rewards coming out tomorrow." I'm recording this on a Tuesday. I gotta sell my McDavid now. I gotta sell them now before those come out, so I don't lose any coins. So a lot of people are panicking and putting the card on the market. So his price is going to come down a little bit, and as that panic stops, it's going to come back up a little bit, and then going into tomorrow, when champs and rivals rewards come out, it's going to come down a little bit more again, right? So that's what I mean by fluctuations. And for an example of this, let's look at FIFA, right? Let's look at FIFA. So here we see FIFA. This is a great website. I wish NHL had something like this. So this is Ronaldo's card in FIFA, right? This is the price graph. So this is how his price looks over time, since the 26th of September, since the game came out. This is his price yesterday here. So you see how it starts high and then it goes lower and then it goes higher again. His price fluctuated from 400,000 coins all the way up to 450,000 coins. 450,000 coins almost. So that's a bounce, right? So you want to buy him here and you want to sell him here. That's the bounce that's happening. All right. So let's go back to NHL. So for Connor McDavid, there's no website like this for HUT. So for Connor McDavid, you're gonna want to take note of what his price is at different times in the day and different times in the week. And I'll show you again what that looks like. I made this the other day, last Friday, when I was trading cards. I wrote down the price for every single card in the game before the content came out. I wrote down the price at 10% cheaper to understand exactly how much I would have to buy them for to make a 5% profit, as you can see here. And then these are the cards that I bought on Friday, these ones here. And this is what I purchased them at, this is what I sold them at, this is the profit that I made, and then this is the total profit I made on Friday in about 10 minutes of being on the market. I made 50K. So this is what you guys are going to learn to do today. And this is going to be a little bit of a longer video. Alright, so let's go back to NHL. And let's talk about exactly when certain cards will rise and when they'll fall. So that's the bouncing that I'm talking about. Alright, so when we look at rivals rewards and champs rewards, immediately you think, okay, this is when supply is going to come out. So the cards are going to go down a little bit during supply. And you would be partially right about that. Okay, so this is the stuff that the other YouTubers aren't going to teach you about, because this is abstract thinking that you're only going to learn if you have a degree in business like I'm taking right now. So as you see these cards here, these cards all over the market, you're going to think, okay, this card, this Oscar Steen card that's a 76 overall is going for like 2,000 coins, right? 1,500 coins basically. That you think is not going to happen on Wednesday, and you'd be right about that. As more supply comes in with a lot of Boston-based cards, his price is going to go down probably to 1,200 to 1,100, 1,200 coins. And you'd be right about that. Same thing happens with the fodder that I was talking about in my last video, like the 83s to 85s overalls. These cards are going to go down, right? They're going to go down on Wednesdays when the supply comes in, Thursdays when Squad Battle supply comes in, Friday when people rip packs to the new event. Their prices are going to go down. And so what happens here is that people are trying to sell these cards as fast as they can because they want to buy the better cards. The McDavids, the Draisaitl is not a really good example, but McKinnon, Matthews, Gretzky, Lemieux, they want to sell their cards as fast as possible. So they're going to undercut each other. Undercut, and the price is going to go down on these cards. And then you would also think that, well, since supply is coming in on Wednesdays and Thursdays, then cards like McDavid, McKinnon, all those guys are going to go down. And you would kind of be wrong about that, right? So this is the big thing that you got to learn. This is the biggest thing. And this is going to allow you to make quick decisions on your feet, so you don't have to keep referring to my videos to know how to make coins. This is the biggest thing that you got to learn, is if you want to make coins, you got to spend coins, and you got to take risks. All right, so if we look at 87 overall base cards here, you're going to notice that, you know, Matthews is pretty low on the market right now, and he's 62,000 coins. That's because there's not a lot of coins in supply right now. Nobody's opened packs, nobody's opening tradable packs, nobody's taking coin rewards. There's not a lot of coins in supply right now. So the demand on these cards is actually a little bit lower than it usually would be because people don't have coins to spend on them. Whereas when they open their rivals rewards, they're going to get coins to spend on them. Okay? And here is the biggest thing that you got to learn. When people open their rewards on Wednesdays, specifically rivals rewards, majority of people take untradeable rewards because they're going to try to rip open as many packs as they can to try to pack the card that they want. So let's look at Matthews here. He's 63K right now. I guarantee you, Wednesday at around 7 to 8 o'clock Eastern time, his price will be 70K minimum. Maybe even 75 to 80K. That's because people are ripping open their untradeable packs to try to pack this card, and then they're not going to pack them. Majority of people, vast majority, 99% of people won't pack Austin Matthews with their untradeable rewards, so they're going to go out to the market because they want to buy him. Naturally, his price is going to go up. Even though there's a little bit of supply coming in, the demand for Austin Matthews is way higher than the supply on Wednesday nights, and it's going to drive his price to the moon, okay? So even right now, if you wanted to, you could take a risk and buy this Austin Matthews for 63,000 coins. I guarantee you that on Wednesday evening, his price is going to go up, okay? Same thing with McKinnon, McDavid, Makar, all of the above. Their prices are going to go up, especially those cards that have an X factor. Even Dylan Larkin, Steven Stamkos, those ones will go up a little bit too. Whereas with fodder cards, like I said before, people are going to pull them and they're going to immediately start selling because they don't want to have them in their account. They want to sell them. This is a good bid to place, so I'm going to place a bid on this guy. They're going to want to sell their cards right away to maximize the amount of coins that they have in their account so that they can buy the cards that they want to buy. This is the biggest thing that you guys got to learn when working the market, is that supply and demand isn't as simple as you would think. All right, so when thinking to trade by yourself, for example, what I would do on a Wednesday, I would put my filter on like 87 overall, and I would go to the hour mark, and I would just try sniping cards. So like, go to the last card, so McKinnon's the last card of the market, 59th minute, and you're just going to keep doing this over and over again until somebody posts a new card. So it's kind of on the edge of the 2 pages right now, so I would kind of filter back and forth, right? And as soon as somebody posts a card for a good deal, boom, you buy it, you put it in your trade pile, you forget about it until later in the night, you check his price again, it's going to be higher, you're going to make coins, right? And that's where this screen that I made last Friday kind of comes in. So I bought a McDavid last Friday for 152K, knowing that his price was 170 before people started opening packs. Now, I knew that maybe because it was the Evo event when I did this, a lot of people were going to open a lot of packs. So this doesn't necessarily work on Fridays because so many people are going to be opening packs on a new event such as Evo, like one of the biggest events of the year. So I knew McDavid's price wasn't going to hit quite this amount, but I knew that it was going to get close to it. So I sold this McDavid for 167K on Friday evening for a 6,000 coin profit. Now you might be thinking, well, 6,000 coins isn't a lot if you spend 152,000 coins. Well, if you do that 10 times, that's 66,000 coins because I sold them for 6.6K. So if you buy 10 McDavids on the night, boom, sell them all for the next day for this amount, evening, overnight, next morning for a 6K profit, you're making a lot of coins, basically. All right, so you just gotta learn the ins and outs of the markets a little bit, and if you guys have any questions, let me know. Also, I want to say follow my Twitch. It's the same as my YouTube. I'll leave it in the description down below. It's super important because I'm trying to build my following on Twitch, and I'm going to start streaming NHL. Mostly, I'm going to be streaming Call of Duty, if you guys are into that. I play competitive Call of Duty, so I'm going to be streaming that a lot. But also, during the day, I'll stream a little bit NHL, maybe before I play some COD. And yeah, if you want to play COD with me at any time, Warzone, multiplayer, whatever, just comment down below or come join the Twitch stream and maybe we can hop in a few games. But overall, yeah, this is how I made my millions of coins. This is the biggest thing. Learning to understand the prices of the market, how the market fluctuates, it goes up and down, how the individual cards bounce, and how supply and demand works on the market. But specifically demand is the one that's kind of the abstract concept, the one that you have to think out of the box for. So thank you guys so much for watching. I know this video might have been a little bit confusing to some of you guys. It's a bit of a heavy video for you to take all the information in, but I promise you, if you watch this a few times, if you sit on the market for a little bit yourself and monitor the prices of the cards, check a few times during the day, like I said, morning, afternoon, after content, into the night, check it those 4 times every day, and see what the prices are, write them down, make a spreadsheet like I did here. I can even leave a live spreadsheet. Maybe I'll make one for the next video that I release. I'll make a live spreadsheet so you guys can have that and see the constant update of prices of all the most meta cards in the game, like these guys here. And I'll also keep track of every card that I buy and sell, so that you guys can see how much profit I make starting from my next video. And my next video is going to be the first one of a new series where I'm going to be actually making coins on the video. I'm going to start recording at 5 o'clock. And I'm going to chop up the video and show each buy that I make, and then later on in the day what I'm selling them for. So thank you guys so much for watching. I know this is a little bit of a heavier video, but I appreciate it. And I know that you guys are going to use this video. You guys are going to make millions of coins, and I can't wait to see it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy your day. I'll see you in the next one.